right. Okay. We're on.
Hi.
Hey.
What do you say?
Nothing till you're done.
There we go. Okay. There we go. No, we're trying. We're trying. Okay, I think we're there. Okay. All right. Say, I'm Shelley. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Jeff.
I'm Mallory.
We're the
Mountain Martins. We're trying to get things set up here to do a little bit different. So we might have a little bit of technical difficulties, but
same. There we are. We're still here. All right. Tonight we're doing friendship. And I'm sorry, we're all together tonight, so we decided to do it all together on the couch. And this is all new to us doing it like this. So forgive us and let's get started. So what is your question that I gave to you? I gave them a question beforehand for them to look at and have a little time. And then we're going to ask questions randomly.
I want to go first. Mine is, let's compliment each other. Can I go first?
You can go first.
Okay, who do I want to compliment? Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that you're in the best mood today. And that I really appreciate that. And Mom, I had a good time today. We had a good time out exploring, and I think that you are both amazing parents.
Thank you.
Thank you, Melly.
You're welcome.
So what do you have to do to compliment us?
Oh, I got to do something too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I think y'all are awesome. Mally got outside today and she helped me move some stuff, move a big old rock around that's in the front of the house that needed to be moved up closer to the house in the flower bed. And got the kids out there picking up a whole bunch of little rocks out of the area we're going to be doing the garden. And so that kind of gave, and before that all happened, I was thinking, well, nobody's going to do nothing. So I got a ton of homework to do and a lot of other stuff I'm working on. So I thought, well, I'll just go do that. But then when she offered to help me and do all that, that kind of gave me the incentive to go ahead and get stuff done. So I ended up cleaning out the shed and got that thing all cleaned out and ready for the new floor I'm going to put down in it. And so, and Shelly's been through a lot the last couple days, but yet she's still trying to make sure I'm okay and if I need anything and all that. So as usual, she's a great wife. So.
Well, I'm trying to look at the chat on my phone because the computer is so far away. So forgive me if I look down. It's because we have Tiny Tim in here. Welcome back.
Hey, Tiny. Hey, Tim.
Who's that Tiny?
No.
No.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I haven't met you yet, but I'm looking forward to that.
I still want those couple of inches, please.
No, seriously. Well, I want to thank Mallory and compliment her on just being so much more mature than I was at her age. She is a supervisor already, and she's not even 30 yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, and she's a wonderful mom, and she stays in touch with us all the time, and we just love her, and we're so happy she's here this weekend. So. And Jeff, I mean, he's just always here for me. I've never been in love like I have ever been with anyone else besides him. He's just like the epitome of true love. So he loves me despite all the issues I have. We all have issues, but he loves me unconditionally. And he has taught me so much in the last 10 years, and we compliment each other on that because he was really way too laid back, and I was really way too high strung. And so we helped each other out a whole lot. And I just thank God for him. I thank God for both of y'all.
Thank you.
Okay, what is your
All
question?
right. So mine is, what is friendship to you? So, friendship to me is someone who's there for you if you need them. They keep in touch, and they like to do things with you and hang out. So, and then if you're having a hard time or if you need help, they're there. So to me, that's what true friendship is.
All right, now it's your turn.
A true friendship to me is somebody that is indeed there for you, even at the hardest of times. They don't just want to see you when you are having a great time, but they're there when you need them. So if there's a death in your family, God forbid, or if you're just going through a difficult time in your life, they are the ones that come and say, hey, everything's going to be okay. Let's go find something fun to do. Or, the person that's truly there for you when you really need them.
And I feel the same way. I've learned, I think we all, when we expect somebody to treat us the same way we treat them, I've learned that doesn't always happen. So, I want somebody sincere. I personally like people who will tell me the truth. I ain't blunt, but not mean in a mean way, but just tell you like it is. Those people help strengthen you. So I just believe it's somebody that's going to love you unconditionally and someone who's going to be there. And somebody you can trust.
Yes, that's
For
the
sure.
biggest part too. Is somebody that's mature enough that you can have conversations with them and you can disclose information to them without it being spread around. Because sometimes you want to talk to somebody about something personal and you need that to be between you and that person.
Another thing now that I'm thinking about it is somebody who's going to listen and not just let you speak. And then if they want your opinion, then you can give it. But if they don't, just listen and sympathize without judging or being in it, judging them or anybody else. Or ask them questions that can help them understand what happened.
Be engaging.
Engaging, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I lost my paper, but I remember what it said. What makes you a good friend, Mallory?
Oh, Lord have mercy. I like to have a good time. I like to do things that are fun, but they are not ever bad. So I try to be a good influence. Even when I was young, like 21 or 22, everyone thought I was older. I have they called me an old soul. Mm-hmm. And I've always tried to do things that were constructive, not destructive. So going where I live, there's the dam, the Lake Murray Dam, which is fun. I always like to go do that or go to the park. I don't like to go out and do things that are typically, I like to go out every once in a while, but always in a mature setting. So I try to be a good influence. Jeff.
What's the question?
What makes you a good friend?
Oh,
Jeff has lots of reasons to be a good friend.
Me?
Yeah. What makes you a good friend?
If you can't speak, we'll speak on your behalf.
I don't know.
All right, Mom, you first. What makes Jeff a good friend?
Because, Jeff, when there's a problem, he always encourages he always encourages without being negative. In most instances, he always has scripture to back it up. And he's understanding, even though sometimes I don't deserve it. He's understanding and loving anyway. Because when I get mad, it's just like explosion. Yeah, it's gotten better, but sometimes I just get so frustrated, and he's just like, patient. It'll be okay. And it'll be okay.
And he's always got good intentions. I have never seen Jeff have anything but good intentions ever. And he'll give the shirt off his back and then try to find a shirt off somebody else's back to give you too. So Jeff is just the best. He really is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. Thank you.
Do you have anything else to say?
No.
That was definitely hard for him, wasn't it? Look at you. Well, I mean, I've got a long ways to go to be a perfect friend or a really good friend because, like I said, I struggle with if I would do that for them, why wouldn't they do it for me? But I've got to realize that sometimes, people are human, just like I am. I make mistakes, so do they. So I try to understand. I've gotten a lot better with understanding maybe if someone doesn't show up or if someone can't do something. I try to be more understanding, put myself in their shoes instead of just worrying about my own feelings. But I just want to be a good influence too. And I want to be able to be there for people no matter what. That's huge for me. So
You've got very good reasoning skills. So you're good to talk to. You always like when I get upset or I have something that is discouraging me, you always try to make me see the same thing, the two sides of the story.
Yeah.
You always have a good perspective.
It's funny because I've always believed it's, their opinion, what happened, and the truth.
Yes.
Because everybody has their own perspective of what's happening to them, even though it might not be what's really happening.
This is correct.
And I also try to be, have good ideas to give people and help. I just love strategizing them. I like trying to be creative with things. So I try to help people when they have issues to try to find better ways to deal with it. I like doing that. But I think college had a lot to do with it. But anyway, here are some more questions. I had to try to make it fun because I had surgery yesterday. I'm getting over that, and then I've been in the doctor all week, so this is last minute, and I feel bad because I had other things that I wanted to do. I kind of told Mallory, but I didn't tell Jeff. But maybe we could do it later. So pick one out. And let's all answer the question.
Okay. My question is, what kind of food could disappear from the world forever and never be missed? Oh, I've got plenty. Number one, the most vile substance on earth is onions. Onions could disappear and no one would ever know, would they, Jeff?
I would know. I love onions.
Onions are disgusting. Onions make you cry. They give you gas. They make your breath stink. They taste like terrible. No. Okay.
They're really good for you.
I don't care.
How about you, Jeff? What could you not deal with? Or
I kind of like just about everything.
Yes, we know.
how about cantaloupe?
Except for cantaloupe.
Brett would know.
That's about the only
You
thing.
don't like coconut water either, obviously.
Not that coconut water. I actually like coconuts, but
Coconut water.
not that coconut water. So those are two things. They could disappear and I'd be
Coconut
perfectly
water's so
fine.
good. So good.
What about you,
Fine.
Shell?
Beets.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
I love
beets are
beets.
better. Yeah, we definitely love
Beets.
everything.
I don't particularly care for beets.
Is there anything that you hate?
Oh,
Like,
man.
if I bite into something that has a piece of onion in it, it could be the most minuscule, molecularly sized piece of onion, I will know.
Mhm.
It gives me chills. There's nothing that makes you feel that way when you eat it. Or the yellow part of a boiled
Me?
egg.
Oh, I love eggs.
Yeah, I'll gag on that sometimes. I have to psych myself.
That's one reason
Yeah.
sunny
He
side
loves
up.
them.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Okay, there you go. You help me out. If the egg is not cooked,
Oh, if it's runny.
if it's runny anyway, the white or
So
yellow,
good.
it is disgusting. It's nasty. So
Oh, that's too funny.
if he don't want to share his eggs, he always make them like that, so you don't have to. No, I'm just kidding. He's not like that.
Clever, Jeff, clever.
Alrighty. It's your turn.
Okay.
It better be good.
Can't reach him.
There's some. Just grab one.
All right.
Oh, we got
I
two.
got two. Do I do both? I want that one. I didn't read it there. I just saw one word.
Okay.
It was home. Do you prefer staying at home or going out? Oh, you're asking the wrong person. Because I'm away from home a lot because of work. So if I had my choice and never had to go anywhere when I get here, I'd be perfectly happy. Working in the yard, playing my banjo, hanging out, relaxing, working on weights. goofing off with the kids, playing video games, and watching TV or movies. I'm good with that. I could do that all day. What about you, Mallie?
That is a trick question. I love staying home. I also love going out. I like going out with other people though. I don't like to go out by myself. So like me and Mom went out today for a few hours and that was really fun. But I also hope we stay home all day tomorrow. It really just depends. I mean, I can't be home all the time, but I also am so used to working and doing things with my son that I can't imagine being home all the time. So I think I'm kind of a mix.
Yeah, I think if I was home more, I wouldn't mind going shopping and doing stuff like that a little bit more. But
you just miss your home.
Yeah.
I understand.
Oh,
Mom would stay home.
well, no, I could only stay home for a little while. Like after 4 or 5 days, I gotta do something.
If that takes you that long, it's concerning.
Well, I mean, I don't work and I got homeschool. That takes half the day and cleaning and
So you enjoy your time out because
yeah. But I don't have to be out all the time. But
Yeah.
when enough's enough,
yeah.
and then I'm ready to go out the door and go shopping or meet Jeff if he comes through or things like that. Mm-hmm.
And Jeff right to stay home.
Yeah. Well, when he gets
And
to
listen
stay
to
home, it's going to be great. Yeah. Well, he's great with the kids. So
Oh yeah.
Really happy with
I
that.
never worry about him.
Okay, so what would a perfect vacation look like to you?
Ooh, Jeff was happy about this.
Oh, that's a trick question.
Excuse me.
A perfect vacation. Let's see. Dollywood. I don't know what's a perfect vacation. It's hard to say. I mean,
this is an unlimited budget.
Yeah, it's a dream vacation. Perfect. So let's don't worry about it.
Well, I'll go ahead and answer. So my dream vacation, if I could go do anything I want,
We'll
Is-
let you go again.
is I would go like to the Maldives where they have the huts out on the ocean on the stilts.
Oh, I've seen that.
And they have like some of them have like glass where you can see the water underneath.
Under you. And that sounds nice.
I love marine science, and my favorite animals are marine animals. So that would be a dream come true. Now that is also like $5,000 a night,
Wow.
so it would never happen. Unless-
never say never.
But that would be if I could do whatever I wanted. That's what I would do. All right, Jeff A, what you got?
okay, so I thought about this a little bit, and Shelley reminded me that I have wanted to go to Israel for I don't know how long, and actually go see all the places that Jesus went and do that tour that you hear about. So that would probably be for me one of the big things I would love to do. That, and then come back and be out for like 2 weeks doing that, and then spend a whole week at Dollywood. That'd be great.
What's that dog that's so great?
He's never been.
I've never been.
He loves Dolly.
I've always heard about it, and I've always heard about I've seen pictures of the rides and all the
I've
stuff.
been to Dollywood.
Huh? You've been to it?
Yeah, and I got sick as crap after I left Dollywood, and I blame it on the roller coaster, but it was really probably food poisoning. I don't know, and I will never go back.
Oh, well, everybody else I've talked to, they absolutely loved it.
No, it wasn't Dollywood. It was Universal Studios. Never mind. Dollywood's fine. We're good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dolly.
Anyway,
Sorry, Dolly. Apologies.
I absolutely have heard about it. Never been there. Always wanted to. And in the top of it would really be nice too if I could play music with some of the people that play there.
Oh, that'd
So
be nice.
that'd be great.
She's a singer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton?
Dolly Parton.
She sings.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
an actress.
Both.
Both.
She's been in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yes.
Okay, so I think Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Really? I think that's
Yeah.
one of the. Okay, go ahead.
Well, not the Big Island, maybe Maui or somewhere smaller.
It's beautiful.
That's what I like about it. It's beautiful. I think it'd be really nice to go there, just to go there and hang out. Beautiful beach, the big waves, the pretty water.
That's another one I'd want
Sand.
like 2 weeks though.
Yeah.
I would, if I had to choose just like that, I would. The Maldives are also an island, of course, or like the Galapagos. I don't think that you can actually technically go on vacation there. Or you can go to Komodo Island and go see Komodo dragons. How cool would that be?
Wow. So Redbird Farm says that they're going on a cruise, and it had been canceled 4 times.
Boo!
Well, and Tiny Tim said Alaskan cruise
Oh, nice.
is a dream, but going
Oh,
to
yeah.
see the Ark and the Creation Museum in Kentucky is more. You
Well,
come
how
on in, Tiny Tim. Come stay with us.
for
And-
free?
Yes, for free. And it's about 3 hours from us, but we're in Kentucky. We'll go with you.
That'd be
And they're
awesome.
both great. They're both great places. We've been to both.
I
of
haven't
them.
been yet, and I would love to go.
Well, I've only been to one actually.
Well, I've been to both of them, but they're both great. And
Yeah.
Come
Plans
on
to go,
down.
but we didn't go.
Yeah, we're gonna go, and we'll take Tiny Tim with us.
Come on, Tiny Tim.
Come on. So that was that one. Okay, Mallory, it's your turn now.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the funniest movie you've ever watched? All right, Jeff, gotta go first. I've seen a lot of funny.
The funniest movie I ever watched. Well, I got to tell this story actually. I was so excited to see this particular movie, and I was young. I was a lot younger, and I walked up to the thing where you get the ticket at, and I walked up and I said the name of the movie instead of saying that I wanted a ticket for the movie. And so the name of the movie was They Call Me Bruce. And I walked up and go, yes, They Call Me Bruce. And the
Is that what
lady,
it's called, or
the
Bruce
lady-
Almighty?
no, it's
It's a different one.
yes. And the lady just looked at me like, what? And she said, oh, do you mean you want to see the movie They Call Me Bruce? I said, yeah, that's what I actually meant. And she kind of laughed and she's like, here you go. And I was so embarrassed, but that movie was funny. Yeah, is the movie called They Call Me Bruce. That was one of the ones.
You want to go, Mallory?
Any old Adam Sandler movie of any kind. Waterboy.
Oh,
Is
that
pop-
was good.
That's probably one of my very favorite movies, even though it's really not that great. But really easy with Adam Sandler in it. And then, yeah, he's hilarious. I'm sorry. Now, I haven't seen any of his new stuff. I hear it's not that good, but that era, hilarious.
Ace Ventura.
I've never seen it.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. That's good.
That's funny. I mean, it's not great either. But I like Napoleon Dynamite too.
Oh yeah,
That's one of my favorite movies.
That's
It's
the one I
dumb
expected you
humor.
to
I
say.
love Napoleon Dynamite.
we like that dumb humor though. We don't
do.
We don't need crude humor. We like stupid humor.
Yeah, we
We're
like
simple.
that kills our brain cells, right?
Yeah, like
we're dumber because we saw them, but we just love them.
Yeah.
That's it. Here, baby. Open the mail. Uh-oh, you got a long one.
Oh, you got 2-for-1 special.
I know it.
Did I? Did you? No, it's the same one.
I'm trying to cut it in half. But
As good as it gets. As good as it gets.
what is?
That's a movie. I remember the movie, but I don't know if
I
I've seen
remember
it.
the movie, but same here. I don't know if I ever watched that one.
Well, we got it right here. Redbird Farm has it. And we'll have to look. Now, does that have Nicholson in it?
I remember the name of the
I do
movie,
too.
but I don't know if I
Well, we'll have to
actually
watch
saw
it.
Yeah.
We'll have to watch it now that it's there.
Okay, this thing says, was there ever something that you thought was possible after watching some movie as a kid that is now absolutely ridiculous to think of in retrospect?
That's a
Wow.
good question.
Yeah, I wish I would have got this one to think about. Because
Didn't you jump off or something? Or that might have been.
I skateboard off the roof. Is that what you? Oh no, never mind.
I don't know. Can you think of something?
something that I thought was possible after watching a movie as a kid. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if this is good, but it was a scary movie. And I was a little kid, probably about 10, maybe 9. And my parents watched this scary movie where it was this little doll that was brought from.
Was it a little girl doll?
No, this was a little boy. This was a little doll that was brought from like Africa or something. And it had a sword and it had a spear actually. And it had a necklace around it. And apparently the necklace kept the doll from coming to life because the doll actually had a demon in it in this movie So I'm telling you, this was a weird movie. And as a 9-year-old watching this movie, the doll actually came to life and killed one of the people in the house. And the lady that was in the house was able to catch the doll and throw it in the oven. She threw a blanket over it or a sheet, wrapped it up and threw it in the oven and held the oven shut and turned it up and pretty much cooked the doll. But that was towards the end of the movie after the doll had already killed one person and tortured some other people.
Oh, it sounds
and
fun.
It was running around underneath the beds and stuff, and they couldn't figure out what. And it was.
Did you think that was going to happen in real life?
It would come out. As a kid, I was I went to sleep terrified, and looking under my bed, and I would get up and I would hear something, and there wasn't nothing there because my mind was playing tricks on me. I was so scared.
That's why I watched.
So
as kids.
that for me, that was one
We
of the
don't
big
watch
ones.
scary movies either.
But that's one reason I don't watch scary movies no more.
Never.
Scary movies.
I didn't sleep for 5 days after Children of the Corn. I just didn't.
Oh, was that the one that got you?
That's what got me. But I didn't think that would really happen. But I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything. But I do have a funny story about Matthew.
All right.
He loves the Beverly Hillbillies. And he thinks that Jethro's sister is not him dressed up like a girl.
He thinks what?
Okay, so in the show, what's her name? Jethrine?
Jethrine.
He's Jethro, the boy. He's not a boy, but he's like in 4th grade. Anyway, he's got a sister, and he dresses up like the sister. Yeah, in the show, he's got the wig and everything. But no, it's really Jethrine
Yeah,
in the
he
movie.
thinks it's a real girl, Mallory.
Yeah, he doesn't think it's
He thinks
Jethro,
it's his
the same
sister.
guy playing it.
Oh.
He's like, look, they're in the same room. I said, son, they can do that. They
He
can
must
put.
be a very ambiguous looking man.
And when she's turning around playing piano. Look, there she is. He's on the other side, but you can't see the person's face. It's just the back of their head. It could be anybody.
Wow.
So I still can't convince him it's not Jethro playing Jethrine dressed like a girl. But it's funny. So maybe one day that will be his answer. Did you get the answer, Mallory? Yeah.
I ain't got a dang thing to say because we watched the Sci-Fi Channel, and that's about all we watched. And yeah, no.
For what in your life do you feel most grateful? Well, I have 2 things. I'm grateful for my family, and I'm grateful that that Jesus died on the cross and gave us that new covenant, and he made a way for us, and I'm so grateful for that too. So who wants to go next?
My answer's the same.
Oh, how about you, babe?
Pretty much the same. I'm thankful for God's mercy and grace because it's by grace we are saved through faith, and it's not of ourselves, and that's major because nobody's able to do it on their own, period. I don't care how good you think you are. Can't do it on your own.
It's not about what we do anyway.
Yeah, it's not about what we do. It's about what he has already done for us. And I'm really grateful for my family. Like Mallory helping me today.
Mallory was on top of it.
She was.
Picking up rocks.
And Shelly, and I had a lot of fun with the kids, even though I had to bust them up a couple of times. I mean that in a good way. I like to rowdy with them and play with them, so it's all right. But anyhow.
My turn. Gotcha.
I know. Gotta keep myself
That's a
back.
short one. Are you more comfortable indoors or outdoors? When it's decent outside, I love to be outside. When it's cold as crap like it is today, I would much prefer being
It
inside.
snowed all day, didn't it?
It was
It did.
horrible. It was horrific.
I mean, it was just.
I thought I was going to get out there with the chainsaw and cut some trees up. We had a tree fall down and back that broke the fence. I thought I was going to be out there cutting that up and doing all that.
When I left South Carolina yesterday, it was 77 degrees.
And it snowed all day here.
And here it snowed all day. And I was like, an alternate
And windy,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which makes it even colder. And it didn't snow enough to really stick. Well, stuck some places all over people's cars. But it was just cold and sleeted and snowed all day.
Yeah.
That's just all there was to it.
It's tragic.
I actually like it if I don't have to be out in it, like you said. Just to be able to open the windows, not the door, that would be good. open the windows and look outside and just see it coming down. I love it.
If it's coming down enough, it's pretty.
Mhm.
What about you, Pepe?
Kind of the same. I love being outside. In fact, I worked outside a big part of the day, but I had to wear my big thick flannel jacket and my jeans and my boots and everything. It's not like I could be out there in flip flops or sandals or
Well,
anything.
then people do that though.
Yeah,
We'll go
like
to
our son
Walmart.
Matthew, he tries to go outside and
Yeah,
like that.
but we'll go to Walmart and grown people will do it. They
Yeah.
got shorts on. It's snowing outside. What are you
Mhm.
thinking?
The brain,
So-
brain cells first.
I like being outside. In fact, I was going to go sit on the back porch and play my banjo, but I had too much homework and stuff to do, so I didn't get to do that.
Ooh. Did you get a lot done? We'll have to talk about that later then. I hope you did. Okay.
Okay.
You get the long ones every time.
I know, that's what I was just thinking, Mallory. How do I end up getting all the long ones? Y'all get these short ones. So, would you rather get $10 million today or in monthly payments spread out across your lifetime? Well, that depends on how big those monthly payments are. And if I can turn around and use that for investments and then also to live off of in the process, those monthly payments, I'm saying. And if those monthly payments, I had a guarantee they weren't going to end, then I'd probably take the monthly payments. Less likely to spend it all at once. And if you don't think I couldn't spend it all at once, you don't know me very well. Because, yeah, your mom knows. I love shopping, and I could definitely spend it all at once.
He does love it. He loves it more than I do.
I
Yeah,
hate shopping.
And he
Yeah.
takes longer to get ready.
I do, but I have a lot more to take care of. She's pretty much just set.
When we got in the car earlier, Mom pulled out this leather thing, and she said, "Did you bring this in the car?" And I said, "No." And she said, "That's just a beard comb." And I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering where that
It's
thing
in my
was.
car.
I was like, who?
I'm like, what is that? It looks like a switchblade. Oh no. It's his beard comb.
Good for you, Jeff. You care about your personal hygiene.
I do.
I'm not saying I don't, but also I don't. Like, it's just not for me. I would probably get it all at once and put most of it in mutual funds so that it would continue to grow. Because I am very frugal. Incredibly so. And the only time I spend money is on my brother or on my son. I don't ever spend money. So that's what I would do. Because, those funds grow very, very quickly. So that's what I would do. What about you, Mom?
I'm trying to think. So, okay, there's two things. What do I need at the time? But the biggest thing is, with the taxes would be the less taxes. If it's all taxed the same in smaller increments or bigger increments,
See,
then I would
that's
take-
what I was thinking.
I would take it all at once. But if I save money doing it the other way,
Mm-hmm.
which is safer because you're not getting it at once to spend it all at once, there are so many pros and cons to both.
Well, you're going to be
Yeah.
taxed. Well, I don't know how the legalities go.
I don't either.
I imagine you'll probably be taxed on the the taxes of that time. I can promise you, the way things are going, that the taxes will be much higher than in my lifetime.
Oh, goodness.
So
Yeah.
I would rather treat it like a Roth.
Have you ever heard of that song "Taxman" by the Beatles? I love that song. I'll play it for y'all later.
Okay.
It says, if you go for a walk, I'll tax your feet. I mean, it's the tax man, and they make fun of them. I'm not a big Beatles. I used to love the Beatles. I don't listen to them as much, but I play that song for Matthew. He wants to always hear it. Can you play the tax man song? Anyway,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking though, with taking the payments
Did you have
over a
that
period of
question?
time.
or was that
It was
Is
Jeff.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. The taxes on it.
taxes is a big thing?
Yeah, I was thinking, man, you tax $1 million right up front. That's not going to leave much.
Okay,
But anyhow,
I can't wait to ask this.
I'm bad.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Oh no, you all just don't want to know this.
Probably not. How about go
I
ahead,
want to
Jeff.
know because that's something I'm kissing on.
Oh, this is a long time ago.
What about Charlie?
When I was young, I used to goof around. We'd goof around with food. Like, I dare you to eat this. I'm gonna make something, and I dare you to eat it. And we'd do stuff like that. Boys just playing. And I remember one time my friends took ice cream, piled it up in a plate, and they put different things on it, like pickles and ketchup and stuff like that.
Oh, you ate it?
And yeah,
Did you eat a lot of it?
no, but I did eat it.
Oh my
I'll
gosh.
watch it again.
I ain't saying it again.
Ice cream with pickles and ketchup.
Ice cream.
Oh, no, that's terrible.
Ice cream with pickles, and it had ketchup and
That's
other stuff on it,
horrible.
and that was pretty.
How about you, Jeff, Mallie?
The weirdest thing I have ever eaten. Yeah, I am finicky. Finicky. So
You
not.
are.
I had buffalo before, like a buffalo burger. Like
Bison.
bison, thank you, whatever it is. I love scallops. If you consider that, a lot of people would make them gag. Yeah, I'm the weirdest. Like I do not eat anything outside my norm usually, so not really much of anything right now.
The only two things that I've eaten, and I'm sorry I'm coughing, they put a tube down my throat. And it's really,
Irritated.
yes, irritated. So y'all forgive me, I'm not sick or anything. It's just having that down my throat. So anyway, there's two things I could think of. One is escargot, which is a lot of people, that's not weird, but it was weird to me. And I actually did it on a cruise. And I've eaten, and this might not be weird for anybody else either, but I ate goat once, and I never would have thought I'd try that. And it was really good. It tasted a lot like beef. So, but those are the two weirdest things that I've eaten. So whose turn is it? I think it's Mallie's. Right?
Oh, let me see what I got. Let me turn to the wall.
I'll just hang on to this one.
Okay. I got,
Pick
what
this one.
hobbies are you interested in trying out? Ooh. Wow. Go ahead, Jeff.
What hobbies? Well, I've always wanted to do archery. I'd love to do bow hunting. That's one of the things I'm actually planning on doing when work changes. And I started to get into it a couple of times, and then with the situations that were going on around me and everything, I ended up not doing it. So bow hunting would be one of those. And then mountain bike riding, that would be the other thing I would really absolutely love to do and try as a hobby. And I used to ride bikes everywhere when I was younger, and we had a blast, and you'd go through just about anything. And so I always wanted to try mountain bike riding, so that'd be the other thing.
Nice.
What's the question? I'm sorry, I'm talking on there too.
What hobbies are you interested in trying out?
Go ahead, Matt.
So my favorite thing to do in the whole wide world is to go fishing. I love fishing. I could fish like all.
That definitely runs in your family because we all like to fish.
Yeah. So I know that when I get down here, I want to take the boys and go hiking and fishing. I take my friends' kids a lot. I'm the only one that knows how to string up a line, put everything
You put
on.
the cricket on. I don't like them.
I'll put the cricket
I'll
on.
do a worm.
I'll do worm. I can string up a line in 2 seconds. So I want to do that more. And then gardening. I want to do gardening more. I enjoy that a lot.
Yeah, you went through the seeds today, didn't you?
Did, and I need to plant them tomorrow.
Okay.
What about you, Mom?
I've done a little bit of quilting. I like to get back in it. I would love to learn how to crochet. I don't know how to do that. I want to learn how to make my own cards. I've been watching these crafty channels on YouTube, and they're all so good. I want to learn how to do that. Let me think. I do want to get back in shape, and so I can do stuff like hiking too. Hiking's always been fun.
I love you.
I mean, there's no telling what you're going to find. Like, are you going to walk over a stream? Are you going to see a waterfall?
Salamander.
Yeah. Or will you like, the smells and the pretty.
You feel so much
Scenery.
better being out.
Yeah. It's healthy. I think it helps people health wise.
It does. You've
Because
run
that's
that.
God's nature.
Yeah.
And to appreciate it and be around it is always good. So
Absolutely.
next, what's the, wait a minute. It's the same
Well,
one.
Jeff's turn. Jeff got his question. He's going to ask it.
Oh, I can wait.
No.
He wants us to skip over him. He is so shady.
Go, Jeff. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
No, I'm fine. I figured it was your turn. I didn't think anything
Go
about it.
ahead.
Sarcastic.
What is your most treasured memory? You know, I don't really know what to say.
Somebody's asking if you have a channel.
No.
Go ahead.
You won't want to see anything I got posted. All I do is rub my mouth the whole time.
That's probably what will get you 10,000 viewers.
I know, right?
So what was the question again?
Oh, I'm okay. What is your most treasured memory? So, I don't really know how to answer this because.
What about playing the band? Listen to your grandpa play the band.
Oh, Mally, why do you got to say that?
Now you're gonna make him cry.
Because I was sitting here thinking, don't cry, Jeff. Don't cry.
I was going to talk about my grandma, so it's okay.
Oh, all right. Well, my most treasured memory actually is my grandpa Martin. Playing music with him. That was probably, I always absolutely loved that. I could hardly wait to go to their house just to play music with them and hang out with him in the backyard. We'd go out there, and I remember I'd get up in the morning and he'd already be up. But I even then I woke up early, but he'd be up at like 5 o'clock, 5:30. He'd go out, get his coffee and go sit in the backyard. So I'd go out there. This is in Eastern Oklahoma. And I'd go out there in the morning and sit with him and talk a little bit. And then I'd go grab my banjo and go sit out there with him and goof off on it a little bit. And pretty soon he'd go get his fiddle and we'd be sitting out there playing music till, 10:30 in the morning, 9:30. It just never could tell. And then I know as he got a little bit older, he really liked peaches and cream oatmeal that you could buy in the box. And I know at one time when I went up there, that was another part of this. We went out there and we were sitting and talking, and I started to go get he said, hey, before you go get that, let's eat. And I said, okay. What are we going to eat? He said, peaches and cream oatmeal. And I'm thinking, peaches and cream oatmeal? He said, yeah, you'll like it. So we went inside and he made some, put it in the microwave, heated it up. And we went out there and we sat outside and ate it. And it was delicious. And that's pretty much where I got hooked on peaches and cream oatmeal. Now, I don't eat it all the time anymore, hardly ever, because it's really filled with sugar and everything. That's probably one reason I liked it. But yeah, I remember that, and most of my really, really good memories from being a kid were, a lot of those were with my grandpa Martin. One time,
where did you live?
For the longest time, we lived in Oklahoma. I lived in Warner, Oklahoma. I lived in Muskogee, Oklahoma, just like the song "Okie from Muskogee," and so that was the most of that. And then as I got older, my parents moved to Arizona. And one reason I hated moving to Arizona is because I didn't get to see my grandpa all the time. And before that, I'd see him just about every week and even spend the weekend at his house and stuff. So, but yeah, I know speaking of which, they moved to Arizona and I went out to visit him during the summer, and I was going to mow his yard for him. And I did this, every weekend while I was there. But the first weekend, he said, you know how to use a riding lawnmower? And I did the push lawnmower around the front part. And he said, around the front part. And he goes, this is taking too long. Do you know how to ride a riding lawnmower? And I told him no. And he said, well, you're going to learn. So he got it out of the shed, started up, and told me how it worked, showed me what to do. I got on that thing and I was going like crazy on that. I had that thing going after I got used to it, I had it going as fast as it could go, mowing that yard. And I got in the back and I'm going around the back and I'm going towards this tree. And I realized too late that I was too close to that tree. And I hit that tree and put a notch, and I hit it so hard it notched it out almost like a chainsaw and in the front. And I remember he laughed at that. And then I went back a couple years later. And he goes, you know where you hit that tree at? He goes, I want to show that to you. And that tree had grown so much, the notch was actually over my head.
Oh, wow.
Where I had hit that same tree. And he still laughed about that. He told me, I
could have got really mad, couldn't you?
Yeah, he didn't get too mad at me very often. Only once or twice did I. And that's because I didn't listen when he told me don't do something.
Sounds like an Ian Brown.
He was great though. I used to love to hang out with him.
So,
I mean, my memories are pretty much the same. Going to go see my grandma and grandpa be. Mostly my grandma be. And spending the summers with them in Columbia. Going outside and playing outside the whole summer, all day, every day. Playing with the sprinkler. Going to pick, they had blueberry bushes in their backyard. We go outside, and if we got hungry, just go pick blueberries.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Wayne had the best time over there. It was, and then when we lived in Hopkins, we had 7 acres of land and running all day with my cousin Austin. We had a really good childhood. So those are definitely my favorite memories. What you got, Mom?
I had a lot of good memories when I went as a teenager to Florida, this little town called Gafuniak Springs, where my grandparents lived. And they lived on a very big lake called Lake Juniper. And I absolutely loved fishing. My grandfather would go get chicken gizzards, and I just put them out there at night. Just put some rods out in the morning. All of them were filled with catfish.
I love catfish.
So I'd have fun reeling them in, and they had a lot of brim there too. So, and it was such a big lake. We go out in the boat and hang out and just have a good time. That's probably some of my favorite memories because I love fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Like we said before, it's something we did a lot. I remember going to Black River one time with my dad's part of the family, and I caught more fish than any of those men put together. I was the only girl there, and I absolutely loved it. So
Sounds like an act for it.
fishing is
Bet they didn't love
no,
it.
they probably didn't.
So when my dad took me fishing all the time.
Yes, he did. So, let's see here. I'll let you look at it. Here's my question. I'll let y'all start before I get this. What would a perfect, what was that? Just stuck in me. I know. What's wrong with me? I think I threw them back in there. What would be your dream car?
Oh, man.
Dream car.
Dream car. Burnt orange Corvette, which is so basic.
What year?
Any year. I love burnt orange Corvettes of all kinds. And you can't, I mean, if I could get like an old Stingray and have it custom burnt orange, I would do it. But the new ones in burnt orange are also stunning. I know, like, if I could have any dream car, I should probably get something more fancy. But there is nothing to me more beautiful than a Corvette. I love them. I love them. And I always have.
What you, Jeff? I can tell you.
Go ahead.
One of them, the Jeep Gladiator.
They said car though.
Well,
So I'm not allowed to mention my love for Jeeps.
okay.
Although I would, but
A
I
dream car
can't.
could be any vehicle.
Oh, well, that changes a lot of things,
Oh,
you
go
know.
ahead. What's your, if you could have any vehicle, truck, car, moped.
I would take the new Jeep Gladiator, 4-wheel drive, all jacked up with the whole off-road package and everything. That would be mine, definitely.
But
Yeah.
the gas prices.
But with gas prices the way they are and going up even more,
You should get Prius.
No, you're not.
I think
Not today, Satan.
I think my choice would if it was a car just to like go have fun in, that would probably be one of those Porsche 914.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, so Brenda
2-door.
is from Redbird Farm. I told her we had Redbird down the road.
Yeah.
We have a place called Redbird.
Mm-hmm.
She said an old Mustang.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite one? Because I know for me, my favorite one was the fastback and
I like the Shelby.
the fatback. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That one's a fast one.
Yeah. Well, this one actually, I'm trying to remember the
Yeah.
exact name of it, but because I haven't even thought about those in forever. But there's an old Mustang that I absolutely loved,
Old Mustangs are prettier than old Corvettes. You're right.
and it was a fast.
The old Corvettes, though, the original ones.
Yeah, those are nice. They
Beautiful.
remind me kind. Yeah, they're really nice. With some of like the '90s Corvettes and stuff, or like the.
Okay. Tim said his favorite car was a 1970 Plymouth Superbird with a 426 Hemi.
Oh, that sounds fast.
Man.
Oh, yes, Brenda. I would love to have a schoolie. What? A schoolie.
Schoolie.
It's where you transfer a school bus into like a place so people live in them.
Mm-hmm.
It is so nice. I'll show
Yeah.
you pictures. They're gorgeous.
They make some really nice ones. We were really interested in that for I don't know how many months. We just kept looking and checking things out, but they're a lot of work.
When it comes to a Mustang, she said about a 65.
Oh
Mustang.
yeah. Mine was a 68. I'm trying to remember what that year was actually called, but right around 68.
Well, mine is a 67 Camaro.
Oh, I know why. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Tim, my grandpa on my mom's side, McGuire, he actually gave me his Plymouth Fury. Was a 70, like a 79 or 78. I'm trying to remember the year of it, but that thing was in like absolute mint condition. It was a 4-door. It was bigger. It wasn't really a sports car per se, but he gave me that. I put brand new tires on it, a new stereo in it, speakers and everything, fixed it up, got the windows tinted, and I would get in that thing and jump on the freeway, and it had the big engine in it, and you'd get on the freeway, and it was like riding in a Cadillac. That thing would just float, and you could crank the radio up and listen, and it was so nice, and it looked great.
Did you wreck it?
No.
Not that one.
That's a whole story. My brother actually, him and his wife needed a bigger car, and they had a Ford Pinto,
Oh, God.
and so they didn't have room for their kids, and I felt bad, so I traded them.
You
And
traded
I traded them for the Ford Pinto.
and something else.
No, just the Ford. We just traded straight across because they didn't really have a lot of money, and I traded them straight across, and
This is why Jeff's a good friend.
because I knew I knew that's what my grandpa would have wanted. So they had the car for about a year. I don't know if they had it that long, and someone ran into them.
Oh.
And that thing, everything worked. I made sure everything worked in that, and it was a nice car though. And then I did fix up the Pinto though. Someone's gonna think this is funny, but I was checking Pintos out to see what I could do to it. I love to work on cars back in the day. I still do when I get time, but I took the Ford Pinto and I lifted the back on it a little bit with air shocks, put bigger tires on it, and I ran headers to the back off of the engine. It had the 4-cylinder engine with the 4-speed transmission. I ran a single exhaust headers off and ran the exhaust back. And I did this when I was living in Texas. And it was kind of funny. I was living in Elgin, Texas at the time. I had to drive in from Elgin, Texas into Austin, and the exhaust heated the floor up. So the car started catching on fire because I hadn't got the exhaust ran all the way to the back yet. And I had a gallon of water in case the engine overheated.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, thank goodness, because the smoke was coming out the bottom of the car, and all the cars were backing off because they knew I was on fire. Only thing was, I knew I was on fire, and I'm thinking, oh man, I was trying to get to the muffler place so they could connect the exhaust to the headers, and because I tried to do it and I couldn't get them to bend upright at home. I needed that pipe bender, and I didn't have one. So I was taking it to them so they could bend the pipe up and hook it up for me. But that exhaust heated that floor up so much, it caught on fire. And I'm pouring water on it, and I actually reached over while I was driving, tried to pull carpet out of the way so it wouldn't keep burning. And I'm pouring water on it, and I'm driving. Like, I only got so many more miles left. I just got to hurry up and get there. Yeah, and that was, afterwards I laughed, and I can laugh at it now. But at the time, I thought, I'm going to die in this thing. I could just see all those stories I heard about the car catching on fire and the thing exploding because of the gas tank. I thought, oh no, maybe I should run this off into the field and jump out.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it. I didn't want to see it go up in flames. I'd already been working on it. So anyhow, that was.
I would have abandoned that car in a skinny second.
No, I got it all the way there. The guy was laughing at me. He goes, you know that thing? I said, yeah, I know. I used a whole gallon of water to keep it from catching on. And he was laughing. He ran the exhaust to the back, and anyhow.
Funny story now.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
Then we all gave our favorite, right?
Yeah.
I always got a question.
Go ahead, Melanie.
Do you know what you want to do with your life?
It's a big one, man.
Boy, I'm telling you.
Yes or no?
Go ahead, Melanie.
I know what I want to do with my life.
What?
I would love to be a nurse.
Okay.
That's not going to happen. So yes, I do know what I want to do with my life. Plan B. All right, Jeff, what you got?
Oh my. Go ahead, Sam.
Well, I mean, I want to be in God's will. I want to be, I want to help other people. I want to help people see the truth in the Word and share God and be able to help other people in every way possible. And, you know, it's easy to help somebody accept Jesus. The biggest thing, it's good to that they're saved, but it's also good that if you don't walk away from them and just let them on their own. Being a disciple means teaching, and that's what we need to do. After someone is saved, we need to help them grow, because I didn't grow for many, many years. And just the last 2 years have I started really growing and learning the Word. So I think we're going to have a ministry, and there's going to be music involved. And we just want to share Jesus. I do, and I know he does too. So.
Yeah, I just want to comment on a couple things. She gave me her phone, and I get to read stuff now. So I see here that Redbird Farm said that their first car was a Pinto.
Oh, that's funny.
So I thought that was great. I can relate to that. I'm serious. I know what you're talking about. And then Tim said his was a Ford Falcon. Now those, did I get that right, Tim? 1970 Ford Galaxy. Oh, okay, 500. Yeah. Well, I think if I remember right, what those look like, those were nice cars. I would have liked to have one of those myself. And then,
What was your first car?
oh my gosh, I don't even remember the name of it, but my dad bought it in a.
Living lot.
No, he got it from the Fort Jackson.
I remember you telling me that.
Got it on. He went and bid on this Chevrolet something Cavalier, I think. And I was okay with it, because I mean, what can I say? They paid for it.
Nothing.
But it was not my dream car.
No.
It was not.
I'm okay.
So what does your question say next?
I haven't answered yet, but I want to comment on a couple more of these real fast. Tim said that he wanted to get closer to God and build his cabin on about 13 acres.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm with you on both of those, Tim. I'm the same. I would love that. And then trying to run through these real quick.
You're mad at me.
Oh, Redbird's got to go. See you later. We're glad you could
Nice
watch.
to meet you.
And then let's see. Tim said monitoring and displaying new.
What? It's really small.
It's small. I'm sorry, Tim.
Oh, mentoring and discipling new Christians.
Yeah, that's really
That's what
good.
we want to do.
Yeah, so mine would be. I've
Very
always
important.
for the longest time. In fact, I told Shelly just last week that you don't know, and I think this is my exact words. You don't know how long I've wanted to do a bluegrass gospel group And it wouldn't just be bluegrass gospel necessarily, but a bluegrass gospel group that would go from church to church and play music and preach, encouraging the Christians in that church and people that weren't Christians yet to pursue God and more and to be a disciple instead of just accepting Him and then moving on with your life, but to actually be a disciple and to grow, teach them and encourage them and help them. Especially right now with everything going on. That's one reason I'm trying to do what I'm doing with work and everything, is because I really want to do that. I've wanted to do that for as long as I can remember. That's why I've been going to school for the ministry, and that's why I took the music lessons and the music classes that I've taken. It's all been going towards that direction. So I would love to do that. And then my thing I would love to have involved in all that also would be kind of like what you said, Tim, having a cabin on 13 acres. It would be a nice place to be able to go to and kind of like a getaway to spend time with God and family and just kind of rebuild, build back up and get closer. Regenerate. Yeah. So, yeah, same here.
Okay. Natalie, what was your question? Was that your last question?
Yeah.
Okay, Jeff, it's your turn.
Another question.
We got two more.
We're almost done. What's your favorite part of the day? Oh my. Well, I'm a morning person. And if I can get up early in the morning, and this may sound crazy, some people may be like, what? But if I can get up early in the morning and go downstairs and work out on weights and listen to Christian music, and sometimes it's bluegrass gospel, sometimes it's contemporary worship. It just depends on my mood and what's going on. Sometimes it's other stuff that's Christian, but it's a little bit heavier. It just depends on my mood. But if I can get down there and work out in the morning and spend time with God, and I take my Bible, I sit, sometimes I'll just stop everything. If I feel like He's leading me to do something, read something or whatever, I'll read and study. But that's probably my favorite time of the day, is first thing in the morning, being able to work out and spend time with God.
Yeah.
Definitely in the morning. I wake up I wake up 5:30.
That's early.
It's early. I mean, that's early by most people's standards. How about Jeff standards?
Mm-hmm.
But by most people's standards, that's early. Every morning, even on the weekends sometimes. And I'm definitely a morning person, and I'm out by 8 p.m. Do not look at me. Do not call me. Do not text me. Do not expect anything from me after 8. Period. What about you, Mom?
I am the only one sitting on this couch that's not a morning person. I'm a night owl.
Mm-mm.
I like staying up. So, but I'll get up if I have to. Yesterday I had surgery. Had to be an hour.
Yeah.
We had to be there at 7:15 at the hospital. I was the first one. And it's an hour and 15 minutes away because we live in the middle of nowhere. And so we have to go outside of our area to find good doctors or even any doctors. So this doctor is in Whitesburg. And so we had to get up at 5:02, didn't we? To get ready to go. I had to take a shower and scrub myself down with something before the surgery. And so I had to get up and get all that done before we had to go. And, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have to worry about it. I get up when I wanted to, but now that I homeschool Matt, we get up at a certain time. But it is not 5 o'clock.
It's 5:30.
No.
I'm just telling you.
It's 5 hours and 30 minutes after y'all get up. I'm just kidding. No, it's not. We get up at least by 7.
7's reasonable.
7:30. And I'll listen to my devotionals in the Bible. And then he'll get up around 7:45, 8. And then we'll come down and start schoolwork because that's important. So
I dropped right off at school at 7:15.
Yeah, I'm glad I homeschooled.
Tim said that he's in the Christian Motorcycle Association. I'd love to talk to you more about that, Tim. But he said that Jesus said, "Go ye into all the world," and we really need to get out and.
It's our Great Commission, right?
Yep.
Great Commission.
Outside of our four walls,
Mm-hmm.
for we are the church. Yep, that's very, very true.
And we're trying to teach Matt that too. That was the beginning of the school year. That's what he learned in his private school. He goes to Liberty University Online Academy, and it was discipleship.
Mm-hmm.
And the last Bible class we had was on a missionary that I guess she was a missionary in India, but a lot of the stuff that he had to learn was about how to tell others about Jesus. And we had gone to Harlan because there was some at their Walmart I wanted. Hopefully they have it. They ran out. There was something on sale. I grabbed one, waited too long to go back and get more. But we were there, and we had discussed maybe starting him on kind of witnessing. So he went up to a lady and said, "I want to let you know that Jesus loves you." And she was tickled. She said, "Well, I want you to know Jesus loves you too." But he wasn't coached into doing it. We had decided we were going to give somebody a book, do this, do that. We forgot the book. We rushed out the door. So I was like, on the way up, I said, "Lord, please let there be somebody that comes our way." But I told Matt, "You don't have to do it," because we weren't prepared. We didn't get prepared like we should have, rushing out the door. But he did it anyway. And so that made me really proud of him. But
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Tim said that mornings is best for him, and
I'm the only night owl.
He said that he wasn't saying not to go to church, not to go to the church buildings, just go to catch and bring them to the building. And yeah, I agree. That we actually one reason I wanted to do a bluegrass gospel band is because I want to be able to play at festivals. And they have one here in Hayden every year, but I want to be able to play at festivals and throw in a little bit of the word here and there and be there to kind of be a light and be able to witness and talk to people, encourage people, and help them. So that's my other part of that.
I think we're in a good place for that.
What I want to do with that, yes.
Yeah, because we are in the same little town as the Kentucky School of Bluegrass and Traditional Music. We're learning. He's learned a lot at the studio. They have a big old recording studio inside the school. He's gone through 3 of the 4 classes. I'm going to be going in the fall, and it's just going to be. We're trying to get it all together to do what we're supposed to do. So, and it's exciting.
I'll be watching children while I do all that.
No, you're going to be doing something. Playing the instrument, singing, you can do it. You got one more question, Dave? Did you do it?
Did I do this already?
You might have.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite part of the day?
Okay, here's mine. I don't know. What's your favorite word or phrase?
My favorite word?
Or phrase, like, you betcha.
I don't say that as often because you gave me a hard time about it.
She goes, "Oh, yeah."
That's definitely
man. I'm going to wait for Jeff to bust through a wall.
He does say, "Oh, yeah," a lot.
Do I?
He goes, "Oh, yeah."
I'm sorry.
He does.
Oh, man.
Well, Jeff, what do you think? What's your
Y'all know me better than I know myself. I don't even recognize that I know I say it, and now that you've said that, it kind of makes me think, yeah, that's true. I do say that.
He does. It's hilarious.
And I used to say "you betcha" all the time, but
So
she got me out. She got me out of that one.
You betcha. Your dad says it.
Oh no, we got to clear cat.
How about you, Mallory?
Rude.
I knew that was coming.
I said it I look at people and tell them that.
She did today in the Walmart. They were having one of those family reunions at the end of the aisle, and they were all there together.
Yes.
And I was like, and I said, "Yeah, well." She goes, "Rude, not to them."
Oh, okay.
Well, they were standing there,
right,
blocking everything,
blocking the whole aisle.
And I just looked at. I just said, "Well, let's just stand in the middle of the aisle and just block everything. Well, why don't you?" And Mom said, And then I looked right at him. I said, rude. And they didn't look at me. They weren't paying me no attention. They were too busy talking amongst themselves. But someone needs to tell them that is rude.
Yeah, that'd be Mally. Rude all the time.
Rude.
So Tim suggested that we look up Mountain View, Arkansas bluegrass on the square and around.
Mountain View.
We'll do that, Tim. We'll look them up as soon as we get off of here.
And we won't forget it because that's one of the elementary schools around here in Mountain View. So that's cool. All right. Well, Oklahoma, I've been there before. We stayed at his aunt's house one day. She wasn't even there. She was at the hospital with she wasn't there. I don't know where she was, but we stayed at their house. And I really liked it there. Oklahoma's a really pretty state. So,
I'm already on. It's past my
Says-
bedtime.
Maybe apple dumb, but not plum dumb.
that's
That's funny, Tim.
cute. I don't know. Do I have one?
Fish eye fool.
Fish out of fool. No.
You don't say as much as I do. I don't know, Mom. You're pretty. She's got a larger vocabulary than I do. Because I say the same crap over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, listen here, fool. Yeah, that's my I said that a lot too.
You say fool a lot.
It's because people are foolish. You can't help it. It just comes out. No. I don't know, Mom. What do you say?
I don't know.
I don't know. No.
I remember your grandma. They always said good gravy. Remember that? Good gravy. You don't remember her saying
Not
that?
specifically, no. I say Lord have mercy a lot. I say Lord have mercy a lot.
They have a funny way of talking around here.
Oh, a double meaning.
Mom says kilt.
It killed me. This day killed me. Yeah. And they say Ewins.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So, Tim, that was funny. The apple dumb, but not plum dumb, and it said double meaning. I'm thinking about it. Sorry.
Brain
But-
power.
Where
I've been
you,
up since
where is
early.
he from? You might have told us already, Tim.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tim. Where are you from?
I don't know. Did he say
I
that?
think you said last time.
Was he close to Canada or was that somebody else? Can't remember. But this is a good way of learning about each other. And, when you learn about each other, then you become more familiar, which is a friendship, I think.
A lot of people in the Midwest do the homesteading and the.
There's a lot in the South, too. There he is.
Oh, okay.
Where?
Northern Arkansas.
Oh!
Man, Tim, my grandpa, I was talking about my grandpa earlier. I remember one night, and I don't know if I told about this already, but one night, my grandpa told me we were going to go to a jam. And I said, he was making it sound really, really big and that we had to leave by a certain time and it was going to be a little ways away. I was only about maybe 14 at the time and maybe 14 and a half right in there. And we left the house early enough to get over to this old schoolhouse that was actually in Arkansas. And we went through the trees and he had a station wagon. And all our instruments were in the back, and it was me and my dad and him. And we get out, and as we pull through these trees, going up through this little, guess it was kind of like a dirt driveway, we come up to this old school building, and there's all these trees and all these cars parked all the way around this school building. And we just pulled up, we got our instruments out, and we went in this old building, and I could hear the music before we even got out of the car. That's how loud it was. And they were doing like old country and old and bluegrass. And we go in the door and the place was packed. I remember that. That was the first time I actually played in front of a whole bunch of people playing my banjo. And I did Down Yonder. It's an old fiddle tune. I did that song there and we got a standing ovation and I absolutely loved it. And that's another one I won't ever forget. My grandpa, he was really surprised that I could actually play that because I hadn't told him yet. I'd been practicing it and I was going to surprise him, and that just happened to be when he got the surprise.
Mm-hmm.
but he looked at me when I said what I was going to play. The guy asked, he said, "So what do you want to play?" The guy that was there leading everything, he said, "So what do you want to play?" And we had gone up on the stage, and it was so packed, people had to move so we could get through just to get up on the stage. So yeah, I like Arkansas. I got a fondness for it. A lot of my family's from eastern Oklahoma, right up close to Arkansas there. So
I've been through Arkansas, but I haven't. Texarkana is it in Arkansas?
Yeah.
Part of it.
part of it.
I've been with you there.
Do you get lots of tornadoes there?
I think that Tornado Alley might be in there. I'm not sure.
Have you ever seen tornado before?
He has, but
I
it's
have.
Oklahoma.
I've been through quite a few of them.
I would love to go storm chasing one day.
Well, hopefully you chase the storm instead of it chasing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember getting dragged out of bed when I was younger than about Brett's age, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you guys have a storm cellar? Or?
We were living in Keefton. We were living in Warner, Oklahoma, and we got dragged out of bed and pretty much thrown into the car. And we drove over to a friend's house that was a couple miles down the road, and they dragged us out of the car and rushed us down inside this cellar. And my mom went down inside the cellar. My dad stayed up top with a couple other guys, and they were watching for the storm. They were watching for the tornado to come towards us.
Did it?
No, fortunately, it went around us.
So
but
not everybody has a storm cellar.
no,
That's
no.
scary.
We all would. In fact, everybody knew who had the storm cellar
Close to them.
closest to them. Yeah, like my grandma and grandpa, they didn't have one, but my uncle and their daughter, which was my aunt, they had one. So if there was a tornado, they would go to their house, which was only a couple blocks away, but they'd go to their house to the storm cellar. And I've been in their storm cellar before too.
That's cool.
But yeah, that was fun. He says he's only a little ways away from Mountain View, Arkansas. I know about where that's at, Tim. I remember that. I'll have to look at it on the map to make sure I know about what you're talking about. But he says I sing a cappella.
Wow.
I rewrite secular songs into Christian. Oh, I love that, Tim.
He's done bluegrass songs that are kind of not pop positive. A lot of bluegrass songs aren't positive.
Mhm.
He'll take some of the old ones and he'll tweak the words to.
Yes, and I love a cappella when everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. I absolutely love it. Blue Highway does a couple of a cappella tunes that I really, really like, and so do a few other groups. But hearing you say that makes me think of a couple that they've done. But yeah, I like taking I like taking songs that were done, secular songs, and redoing them to be more Christian. That's fun. Okay, that sounds good. I'd appreciate it. That'd be great.
Right.
He said he's going to email us after this.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, that'd
our
be great,
information
Tim.
is in our
Or
Yeah.
So that'd be great. You're welcome to come if you want to go to the Creation Museum.
Yeah, we'll plan it all out, and I'll make sure I'm off, and we can all go, and that'd be a lot of fun. I'd love it.
Yep. Got plenty of room.
Yep, we can talk about a few things like the music here and the Christian Motorcycle Association and everything. I'd love to talk about that. So Shelley probably wouldn't like me to talk about it much, but I'd love to talk about it.
There's reasons.
There's reasons though. So anyhow, we're I think we're about done.
What's next, and when are we going to do it?
We can shoot again for next Friday at 7.
Okay.
Depending on life circumstances at that time.
So who's next?
I'll go next.
Are you going to do money or are you going to do fun?
We'll do fun.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll do it then.
Yes.
And this is pajama night, so
Oh yeah, yeah. I got on my mom's Crocs. Do you like them? Aren't they beautiful?
they're camo. Nah,
They're terrible.
I've got so many compliments.
I don't even own a pair of Crocs.
Well, that's because you're a loser. I'm just kidding.
I have a pair of Adidas, a pair of Nikes, and a pair of boots, and that's all I need.
Oh yeah, I got me some. I got the duck boots in almost every color, don't I, babe?
Yeah.
Even camo.
Again, I'm frugal, okay?
Obviously, I'm not.
Clearly.
But we appreciate you all being here, and we love talking to you, going back and forth like this.
Yes.
Um,
That's how
I'm waiting
friendships
to
start.
go to Nashville or nothing. You read that?
Yeah, I'll try.
Sorry, Tim.
I ain't wanting to go to Nashville or nothing. I sing into well, it should probably be yeah, I don't know.
That's okay, Tim. We're not
Into
we're not
the
there
Lord.
either.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna get new glasses because I can't see. Yes, I sing.
Yeah, I understand what he's saying.
Huh?
I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're not there either, Tim. We just we like doing it, and we love praising the Lord and being able to play music and encourage other people and
and teaching.
Yep, definitely.
Teaching.
So anyhow, we want to just thank everybody for watching, and we appreciate the feedback and being able to talk back and forth. It's great.
Yes,
And,
and Tim, we're really looking forward to getting to know you better and your family.
Yep,
So,
that'd be great. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And if you get to watch this later and you weren't able to be here, we're glad you get to watch it.
and leave your favorite things in the questions that we ask.
Yes.
Give us your information. Your
Wait, got one more thing.
Oh yeah.
I almost forgot. Jeff
Oh,
thought you
no,
were
Mallory.
doing. Mine's quick.
Okay.
Okay, question. Do you have any pet peeves?
Oh no.
Yeah.
I have lots of pet peeves. I'm just a mean person.
This is one of my pet peeves.
What?
Last minute things.
Oh, cry me a river.
I'm
Really
just
get over it.
I'm just picking on you, Mallie.
You know what my biggest pet peeve is?
What is your biggest pet
When my child says, not my child, because I will pop him in his mouth. But if any child looks, he goes, yeah. Like if you ask him a question, would you like something to eat? Yeah. Ooh, that makes me mad.
Why? I should say yes.
Yeah. It's just, I don't like
It
it.
sounds bougie.
I like yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Or yes, please. Or even
Thank
yes.
you, Mom. Yes. I like
But yeah, no.
that.
What about you, Jeff?
Well,
And if you say something smart about this being last minute,
I don't know what to say right now.
Oh, he
because-
can't. Yeah, look. You have plenty of pet peeves driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
hear
hate
it
it.
every day.
I hate it when people actually go around you, pull in front of
and
you,
go slow.
so they can make a turn.
Oh, if you would have stayed
Wait.
behind me, you wouldn't have missed anything.
If all you got to do is get behind the other person and make your turn when you get to it. If they're that close to the turn, you're not going to save yourself any
Thank
time.
you. They're just trying to prove a point.
And it's like, come on.
Who did that?
Especially if you've been in that slow lane, because technically when I went to school for driving, okay, the left lane's the fast lane, the right lane's the slow lane.
Yeah.
If they're in the
Not
slow
safe.
lane and you got to make a turn and they're coming up to that turn, just get behind them because you're going to be there in a second. You got to slow down anyway. Why pull in front of them going 80, slam the brakes on, and then cause them to have to come to almost a complete stop so you can make a turn?
I don't know about anybody else, but we know that a truck doesn't stop on a dime.
No, it actually takes an 18-wheeler, depending on the speed and how much weight he's hauling. So this is all relative, but it typically takes an 18-wheeler to come to a complete stop 2 football fields.
Wow.
If they're going to be,
And that's if they're going, say, 55 miles an hour, and that's if they have really good brakes and they're not loaded all the way. It takes an 18-wheeler that long to come to a complete stop. Now, I've made mine stop sooner than that, but it wasn't pretty. And it wasn't because I did anything wrong. As a matter of fact, I didn't hit the person. I was in the middle lane. I was cruising along, going along at about 60 miles an hour, and I actually slowed down. The speed limit was 70. I slowed down because I saw this person coming off the ramp. They went across the road, and I just knew what they were going to do. And literally, there was a line of traffic going with them, but this one car just stood out to me. And I'm watching them, and sure enough, they came across the lane right into the middle lane, and I was doing 70 before I got up there, and I slowed down to 60 because I watched them, and they literally cut me off, and they were only going 45 miles an hour. I know because I was almost fully loaded, and I had to come to nearly a complete stop to keep from hitting them. I hit the brake, I hit the horn, and if they hadn't started going, I would have hit them. But they realized what they had done at the very last second and took off. And they were in a little car, so
Night.
it would have been bad. It really, really would have. That was the closest I've ever gotten to hitting
I bet
somebody.
your car was
And I had nothing to do with it. I did everything I could to keep it from happening. But literally, the tires were smoking and the horn was going, and I couldn't do nothing. I did everything I could. And if they hadn't hit the gas, I would have hit them. And probably with that little small car they had and the fact that I was nearly 80,000 pounds, I would have knocked them across the road. It would have thrown them. It would have hit them like a pool cue hitting a ball. It would have just knocked them across the road.
It's better than you flatten them over and just keep going.
I'm telling you. And I couldn't change lanes because there was vehicles on one side of me, cars coming in on the other side of me, and they just jumped right over in the middle. So that was last year.
But they're very fortunate.
Yeah, they don't know how close it was because literally my bumper was right up next to their bumper, and they just happened to hit the gas just in the nick of time, or I would have hit them. And it would have been all their fault. And it's on camera because they have cameras in nearly every truck now. So.
What about you, Mom?
Oh, I have so many. But I don't like when people don't turn their bright lights off when they're driving at night.
Oh,
We
yeah.
just talked about this, y'all. In South Carolina, that is not a thing. But here,
It's
I was
terrible
driving
here.
up here, and I got here close to midnight, and the whole way, car passes left their brights on the whole time. And I have astigmatism, so I can't see at night very well. And they had no courtesy. But I got them back, don't worry.
Oh, goodness. And I also don't like when my son doesn't listen. Like, I am here. I did tell you to do something. Why didn't you do it? He's been very stubborn in the past. He doesn't like listening. I don't know if it's a boy thing. I mean, he's not like terrible at it. But when he doesn't listen, that really irks me. Go brush your teeth. Go eat your whatever I made you on the table. But he's too busy playing his game, playing with toys. Then it gets cold, and then he wants me to warm it up again. So just listen.
The first time.
The first time. Tiny Tim says he does not like fake people, and he does not like drama.
Boy, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I knew you would be.
Mm-hmm. I hate drama, and I hate fake people. I just cannot. I don't even have. I don't spend my time with them. No need.
Mm-mm.
And I don't care for the drama at all. I had enough of that when I was younger.
Yeah, I guess I had too. Had enough of it.
I'm very dramatic. But not like that. Like, I am just a dramatic. You're dramatic too.
You can be. But it's like,
I'm sassy.
yeah, but I don't think sometimes drama, I think the strongest thing is just trying to start stuff on purpose.
No, I don't do that. I mean, I
That's
do.
drama to me.
I do.
Yeah.
But it's not, again, I'm just straightforward.
That's blunt.
And that makes,
That's not dramatic.
well, yes, but it does cause drama.
Well, it depends.
People don't particularly care for that very much.
Well, we are only, well, I don't know. I could say we can control ourselves.
I'm working on it. Lord's working on me.
Yes, amen.
All right.
What's the next one?
One last thing.
Oh, come on.
Yes, I will go past you. I bust you up.
I guess we're doing it away from each other next time, so there will be no drama
Go
involved.
ahead,
All
Melly.
right, last question. You have to answer it, okay? So we can move on with our lives, please. Have you ever stolen candy from your child's Halloween stash?
Oh, come on. Who
That's not
hasn't?
stealing.
I know.
Let me tell you, Mallory.
It's called
And
tax.
I
Yes,
agree.
that's what you did.
It's not
She
stealing.
did that to Brett last night. We got him this big long Tootsie Roll. She goes, I'm going to take my tack. There you go.
Taxation is theft.
And then today she did it to Matthew. What'd you eat?
I gave him some gummy.
No. Yeah, she said, let me take my taxes out.
I do.
Nom, nom.
Look, I have to pay taxes, so does any child that gets any candy from me.
That's great. You need your own channel, Mallory.
I mean, I know I'm a libertarian, okay, but I still, when it comes to my personal life, I take my taxes, okay?
That's
Yeah.
too funny. Shoot.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up, I guess. So that Jeff can.
So Tiny Tim said he pleased to pick on that one.
Oh, I hear that, Tim. Yeah, me too.
That always means yes. You just don't want to say it, right?
Mhm.
Oh goodness, yeah. We get into the candy all the time.
Yes.
Easter, don't matter Halloween, Easter basket,
Mhm. Christmas.
stocking. Yeah,
Fill that
stocking.
thing up and let's share.
Halloween,
Yeah.
4th of July they have.
Taxation time.
Yeah.
Inflation's coming, y'all. Watch
Inflation.
out.
We get 7% more, right?
Yeah, they're just beginning.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, I guess I'll get up and turn this off.
Thank you all for watching.
Yes, we're happy that you're sending an email, Tim. Get in touch with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Tim.
Yes.
See you later.
Bye.